Hey everyone, Ryan Falser here with Ryan Falser Consulting and Real Estate Coaching, and I just want to quickly show you how very easy it is to set up a Facebook business page, especially if you're going to be doing real estate on Facebook. You have to have a business page to do anything for advertising or anything. So quickly go ahead and first thing you need to have is actually a Facebook personal profile. So if you don't have one of those, you're going to have to set that up. But once you have that, you're going to want to log into your Facebook, and the easiest way is actually once you're in here, you can go up to your browser and you can actually go into here and go into, back that out and actually type in pages /create, and actually it comes up as a quick reference here, and that's what you're going to do. So once you do that, it's going to load up here, and very simply go ahead and you are a local business if you're doing real estate, so you can click on local business. You're going to drop down and you're going to go ahead and find real estate. And here's where you're actually going to put your business or place of business's name. So whatever your name is going to be, you're going to put it here. And this is going to be actually your business page name. So you want to be very careful with this, and click on something or select something that is really going to be your specialty. So you want to make sure that if you are looking at a certain area, I always like using my name and basically the location or area that you're going to be working, and also I always like using real estate, because these are searchable. So Google is going to be searching your Facebook for relative content and keywords. So keywords are always key in there. Also, when people are trying to find you on Facebook, I always like to have your name in it, simply because it's easier for people if they do know your name to put it in there. So I'm just going to create a fake actual Facebook page here as we're going through. And yeah, we're going to go and name some. Actually, I'm going to put a real address in here, because it does create some problems if I don't. I'm going to use Appleton, Wisconsin, and I'm going to put my real phone number in here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to hit get started. So this is going to start the process of building your page. And what you're going to want to have is you're actually going to want to have a couple things set aside, and we're going to get into that very quickly. But the first thing is you want to have a category. So we are building real estate, and this is where you're going to match all of the matching criteria. So you saw it automatically came up with real estate, and then it actually has specific categories down here. And if you wanted to go select real estate agent specifically, but you can also just type in real estate. You can create all of these that are relevant to what you do. And if you do investments, maybe you're a land developer, whatever fits your category, you will put it in there. Okay, so that's kind of how it works. Once you go into here, you're going to want to actually also put in a few sentences. Again, try to get as many keywords as possible. So if you're working in a certain area, you want to make sure you have those certain areas in here too. Yeah. And make sure real estate is in there, because that's going to be something that's searchable. I'm going to really abbreviate this, but you want to go into a couple sentences and create as many keywords as possible around those sentences as possible. And then here's going to be where you have your main website. So if you have your own website, I hope you have your own personal website or company website. You're going to put your URL, domain or domain name in there, and because it's going to be used in a lot of this. Make sure spelling is correct and all that. And then here's going to be something that is going to be a unique address, so that people can find you, because you obviously are going to be on Facebook. So again, I like using my own name and maybe a specific target area that you work. So I'm going to build something like this. So it's going to be, people are going to have the opportunity that if you wanted to give them this address, HTTP or www.facebook.com/Ryan Fulser Appleton Real Estate, they'd be able to find that page instantly. So it's just an easier way to do that. Now, it's going to be asking you if this is a business or venue, and yes, it is. It is a business or a venue if you're doing real estate. And are you going to be the authorized person to be the representative? So are you the one responsible for postings and everything on Facebook? And you say yes, and you go to the next tab here, and when you load this, it's going to ask you for a personal profile picture, picture that's going to come up. Now this profile picture is going to be that little picture that comes up in the corner. It's not going to be the big back cover. We're going to get to that later, but the first one is going to be your picture. So it's going to be your professional real estate picture. So what I've done is actually I've already kind of put together a picture here. I'm not gonna use my own picture here. Now, ideally, what you're going to want to use here is going to be, the size of that is going to be 180 by 180. I did a kind of a larger picture here, so it may actually take a little bit longer to load. And once it does that, it's actually going to go down here and it's going to tell you that it's loaded. You can also import pictures from a website, but I would definitely strongly recommend taking something that's good quality. So the 180 by 180 is a good size. Anything larger, like you saw, is going to take a little bit longer to upload, but it did do that. So now you're going to go to next, if that looks good, and you are going to add your new business page to your newsfeed. Now the newsfeed is what's underneath when you go back to your personal profile. So when you log into Facebook initially, your personal page pops up, right? So underneath on the left column, you're going to see the newsfeed, messages, events, and then you're going to see your business page. So you definitely want to add that because it's a very quick reference to get into that, and it's just going to pop it over there. So when you're on your Facebook page, you can very simply jump over to your business page. It just makes it much nicer. Now, when we're on to the next part of this, is it's going to start looking at ads and it's going to talk about that. We're not going to get to that right now because unfortunately we don't have your Facebook page completed. So if we draw action to your Facebook page, people are really just going to see your personal profile picture, not a really nice looking Facebook page. So we're almost there, but we are going to skip this part right now. I have another video that's simply dedicated just to how to generate more likes and more business and lead generation. So we're going to skip this for right now. Now, when you go back to this, it's basically going to bring you back to your whole page. And the first thing it's going to say is you as, for example, Ryan Fulser, me, they're going to ask you to like your page. Now, you are going to want to do that simply because you want to show that you do like your page, and then your actual friends will see it. I am not going to do this simply because this is going to be a fake page, but when you get this prompt, definitely hit like in here. You want to like your own business page. I'm going to skip that. Okay. Now, again, I'm going to skip this part simply because we don't want to promote this quite yet because the page is not done. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to go back up to, I want to show you a couple things, is this home button. Now, the home button is going to be where you get everything here. And right down here, you can see your business page, and there is my new business page. I'm going to click on that. Now, when you go into that and you're back into your actual real estate business page, you're going to see this page manager. Now, your page manager is going to be all of what basically you're doing, your postings and all that fun stuff. So what we're going to do now, here's your picture. It uploaded. It worked good. It's all cropped out nicely. What we want to do to actually finish this project is we need to add a cover. Now, with a cover, I found that the best way, the only way to do it, is to go to a company called Canva. It's free. And what's cool about Canva.com is they actually have a Facebook cover page generator. Super sweet little thing here because it will give you all of the actual sizes. It's just a great little piece. So now I'm going to click on this, and it's free. You just sign up. It's free to do it. Now what you can do is you can choose some of their free stuff. You can pay like $1 for some of their other little pre-made covers. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually upload my my own picture. So what you can do is actually, if you have something already stored on your desktop or whatever, the easiest way is actually to go ahead and go to whatever you have for pictures, And it's pretty simple. You actually can take pictures. For example, here's a bunch of files that I have with high quality pictures. So I'm going to just move these over here. And so I've picked a picture. It's a nice resolution. All you do is you click on the picture over here in this other window, and you can actually drag it to Canva. Now what it does is it actually, see it uploading right here? It's going to upload that picture, and now what you can do is drop it in, and it's going to automatically size. See what I'm doing? Is actually will size just that Facebook size, so you don't have to worry about anything. Now that's pretty cool because you can actually go in here and adjust this and whatever, and you can write. I'm not going to go through this whole thing, but you can write on this. You can have text. You can drop in, really anything you want. It's just a kind of a neat little tool. You can do whatever you want to with it. There's some different text options. Some of them are free, as you see, and some of them actually cost money. So now once you're done with this, if this is what you want, and obviously you're going to have to do, for example, if you're going to be doing a company and you're working for a real estate company, please make sure that you have their logo, the correct size, if you do have your own logo. And for example, I can place that there. I can move it around wherever you want to. You can make a really nice little picture. So I'm not going to mess around with this. You can spend hours on this. It is free. It's called canva.com. Go ahead and do that. So now once you're done with this, all you have to do is link and publish, and you can go ahead and hit OK. And once it does that, it's going to actually give you a little PDF. I should say a PNG file, the correct way. And I already pre-made one of these, so I'm cheating here, but I did this, and I dumped it in there. It gives you the exact size of the Facebook, which is the 852 by 316 is the ideal. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to jump back to our Facebook and simply just mouse over this add a cover, click on add a cover, and you're going to hit OK. And you're going to say, I'm going to choose from my photos, page photos, or upload photo. And this is what we're going to do is we're going to upload a photo. And I'm going to find the file where I wanted it to go. And I did that one before, so this is one I kind of played around with as a collage. And I'm going to go open. It does take a little while. It is a big file, so you're going to have to be a little bit patient. But basically what it does is it'll allow you to reposition it. Now, because it's the right size, there's no way to position this. If it was bigger than the size, you can reposition it by just clicking and dragging, but it's the correct size. So now when you're done with that, you're going to hit Save Changes. And I will take a couple seconds, but now there is your new page, okay? So brand new page, everything is sized correctly. You can play around again with that canva.com and get the right page and put all kinds of fun stuff in there if you want to. You can do transparencies, you can make them lighter, darker. I was just playing around with this one, making it lighter or darker. So a really, really great thing. Now, the other thing you want to do is make sure that all of your stuff is correct over here. You can add your hours, which I suggest. And this is going to be the next spot. So let me not jump too far ahead here. Let me go back one step. And now that we're in here, just make sure everything is correct. If it's not correct right away, go ahead and jump in and correct it. But I'm going to show you how we're going to go through this step by step. So the first thing you want to go is go back up to the top of your page. You're in your page manager. Now, if you ever get lost, you can always hit that home button and then go and find your page again. And then that loads you into that page manager there. So now go ahead, and now once you're into this, you're gonna go into edit page, and update page info is gonna be the first thing that we're gonna talk about. Go to General tab, and just make sure this is all correct. Visibility, there should be not a whole lot of things that you need to worry about here. I go into it in great detail in some of my other videos, but I'm just really going through a lot of this just to make sure. So this is really just all okay. If you ever want to delete your page for some reason, you can actually delete it right here. It'll actually let you delete it. So now that you just made sure that everything makes sense, you can read through the things as far as restrictions and all that. I'm going to go to the page info. That's the most important. Now, what's always going to happen is we never had an opportunity to enter hours. So we're going to jump down to that after you review everything else. Does everything look good? Is your address spelled, or is your address correct? Go to hours of operation. And this is where you can actually do always open. Or you can set scheduled hours. Just be careful, don't hit permanently closed. That doesn't work very well for your consumers out there to see that. So short description here. Again, I just typed in a real short experience here, but again, you can edit all of these. You don't have to worry about this. This is actually for other countries, so you can jump past that. A long description, that's when you spend some time and talk about your business in depth and detail. Price range, again, is going to be if you're selling a product. So in real estate, not usually something that you really need to worry about. Parking, again, you can put in there, phone number, enter your email address. You're going to want to update this with your real email address, your website, making sure that's good. And then this is basically not a celebrity organization, so you don't have to worry about that. So now going up to the top, notifications, again, most of this you're going to just leave alone right now until you get into some of the more advanced things. Now more you can play around with apps, again, more advanced in some of my other videos. But really that is it. It is so simple to set up that, and you do have to make sure that if you're in real estate that you have a business page if you promote any property out there. It's actually part of the stipulation. So please make sure you review that. Again, this is a real quick session on how to do this. Hopefully it was helpful. If you have any questions for me, you can always reach out to me at ryan@ryanfulser.com or visit me at www.ryanfulser.com. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll talk to you soon.